Henry by Francesca Simon. Read by Belmanda Richardson. Horrid Henry's perfect day. Henry was horrid. Everyone said so, even his mother. Henry threw food, Henry snatched, Henry pushed and shot and pinched. Even his daddy avoided him or not. His parents despair. What are we going to do about that horrid boy? Sighed Mom. How did two people as nice as us have such a horrid child? Sighed Dad. When Horrid Henry's parents took Henry to school, they walked behind him. They pretended he was dead. Children pointed at Henry and whispered to their parents, "That's Horrid Henry! He's the boy who threw my jacket in mud. He's the boy who just scratched Billy's beetle. He's the boy who..." Feeling whatever terrible deed you liked, Horrid Henry was sure to have done it. Horrid Henry was a younger brother. His name was Perfect Peter. Perfect Peter always said please and thank you. Perfect Peter loved vegetables. Perfect Peter always used a hanky and never ever picked his nose. "Why can't you repeat perfect love, Peter?" says Henry's mom every day. As usual, Henry pretended not to hear. He continued melting pieces of crayon on the radiator. But Horrid Henry started to think. What if they were perfect? Thought Henry. I wonder what would happen. When Henry woke the next morning, he did not wake Peter by pouring water on his head. Peter did scream. This meant Henry's parents overslept and Henry and Peter were late for class. Henry was very happy. Peter was very sad but delayed for class. Although it wasn't perfect, Peter did not whine or complain. On the way to class, Henry did not squabble with Peter over his settled fun. He did not pink Peter. He didn't shot Peter. Back home, when Perfect Peter built a castle, Henry did not walk it down. Instead, Henry sat on the sofa and read a book. Mom and Dad ran into the room. "It's awfully quiet here," said Mom. "Are you being horrid, Henry?" "No," said Henry. "Peter, is Henry knocked your castle down?" Peter longed to say yes, but that would be a lie. "No," said Peter. He wondered why Henry was behaving so strangely. "What are you doing, Henry?" said Dad. "Reading a wonderful story of a sport of mice," says Henry. Dad never seen Henry read a book before. He checked to see a comic, but hidden inside. There was no comic. Henry was actually reading a book. Said Dad. It was almost time for dinner. Henry was hungry and went into the kitchen where Jan was cooking. But instead of shouting, "I'm starving, where's my food?" Henry said, "Dad, they look tired. Can I have the supper ready?" "Don't be horrid, Henry," says Dad, pouring peas into boiling water. And he stopped. "What did you say, Henry?" asked Dad. "Can I help, Dad?" said Perfect Peter. "I asked if you needed any help," says Henry. "I asked first," said Peter. "Henry was just make a mess," said Dad. "Peter, would you feel the carrots when I sat down for a moment?" "Of course," said Perfect Peter. Peter washed his spotted hands. Peter put on his disposable apron. Peter rolled up his blouse sleeves. Peter waved for Henry to snatch the pizza. But Henry laid the table instead. Mom came into the kitchen. "Smells good," she said. "Thank you, darling Peter, for laying the table. What a good boy you are." Peter did not say anything. "I laid the table, Mom," says Henry. Mom stared at him. "You?" "Me," says Henry. "Why?" said Mom. Henry smiled. "To be helpful," he said. "You've done some horrid, haven't you, Henry?" said Dad. "No," says Henry. He tried to look sweet. "I'll lay the table tomorrow," said perfect Peter. "Thank you, Angel," said Mom. "Dinner is ready," said Dad. The family sat down at the table. Dinner was spaghetti, a meatball, peas, and carrots. Henry ate his dinner with his knife and fork and spoon. He did not throw peas at Peter, and he did not blow. He did the chew his mouth open and did not slap. "Eat broccoli, Henry," said Dad. "I am eating broccoli," said Henry. Dad looked up in the plate. He looked surprised. "So you're," he said. Perfect Peter could not eat. Why wasn't Henry doing pizza to him? Peter's hand reached slowly for a pea. No one was looking. He threw the pea at Henry. "Ouch," said Henry. "Don't be hurt, Henry," said Mom. Henry reached for his feet of peas. Then Henry remembered that his pea perfect and stopped. Peter smiled and waited, but no peas bumping on the head. Perfect Peter did not understand. Where was the food that always kicked him under the table? Slowly, Peter snatched up his food and kicked Henry. "Ouch!" said Henry. "Don't be horrid, Henry," said Dad. "But I," said Henry. Dad stopped. Henry's foot wanted to kick. Perfect Peter won the book. Then Henry remembered the pea perfect and continued to eat. "Very quiet tonight, Henry," said Dad. "The better to enjoy my lonely dinner," said Henry. "Henry, really peas and carrots, Mom?" "I ate them," said Henry. "They were delicious." Mom looked on the floor. She looked under Henry's chair. She looked under his plate. "You ate your peas and carrots," said Mom slowly. She felt Henry's head. "Are you feeling alright, Henry?" "Yeah," said Henry. "I'm fine. Thank you for asking," he added quickly. Mom and Dad looked at each other. What was going on? Then they looked at Henry. "Henry, come here. I'll include a big kiss," said Mom. "You were wonderful. Would you like the rather picture toast cake?" Peter interrupted. "No cake for me, thank you," said Peter. "I would like to have more vegetables." Henry wrapped himself a big kiss. Oh my, it was hard work being perfect. He smiled sweetly at Peter. "I would love some cake, thank you," said Henry. Perfect Peter could stand it no longer. He picked up his plate and aimed at Henry. Then Peter drew the spaghetti. Henry ducked. Slashed! Spaghetti landed on Mom's head. Tomato sauce trickled down her neck and down her new, yellow, fuzzy jumper. Peter! Yelled Mom and Dad. You horrid boy! Yelled Mom. Go to your room! Yelled Dad. Perfect Peter burst into tears and ran his room. Mom wiped spaghetti off her pants. She looked very funny. Henry tried not to laugh. He squished his lips together tightly, but it was no use. I am sorry to say, but he couldn't stop a laugh that escaped. It's no funny, shouted Dad. Go to your room, shouted Mom. But Henry didn't care. Who would have thought being perfect with